the whole city series, cigars and citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Dora and Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M-Checks. I just got the Wizards Jordan 3s currently scheduled to release Saturday, April 29th. See, I had to pull out the Wizards jersey just for these. But anyway, as usual, we're going to take a close detail look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to unlace these, put them on, and step around them so I can see they look on feet. I'm going to briefly compare these to the 2016 True Blue 3s. And then after that, I'll discuss release predictions, reseller predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Got the tumbled leather on these. Looks good. And that Washington Wizards gold. Looks real nice with the blue, the gray, and the white. I said gold, it's really like a copper, but y'all know what I mean. I'm really happy with the leather on these. It's good quality. I fell in love. As soon as I pulled these out the box and I saw how the leather was, I'm like, oh yeah, these is it. I actually think this left shoe over here might even be a little better as far as leather. Let's look at it real quick. Yeah. Then over to the toe. See what I'm talking about? Not that this one doesn't look good too. You see, y'all saw the toe already, but let's look at the midsole. Got a matte finish on that Washington Wizards blue. Which, by the way, is a little different than the True Blues. I'm going to compare them later, but just so y'all can see. It's a different blue. See, it's a lot darker on the True Blues, but like I said, we'll do a full comparison towards the end of the video. Now, I don't mean to act like I've never seen nice tumbled leather before, but man, this is crazy. Like I said, I'm acting like it's my first time seeing it, and it's definitely not. I think what it is, I think it's just that I like the colorway so much. I'm very satisfied with that. And then on top of that, y'all get the crazy quality. I love it. Win-win. Yeah, that's the inner side. Jumpman on the back. Interior on these is all blue. It's got a nice slick feel to it and good padding on the inside, so I'm sure it'll be a pretty comfortable shoe to wear. Here's the sole. The box they come in matches the shoes, of course, mostly blue, gold Jumpman, and all that other stuff on the bottom. You got the elephant print at the tip, pause. Inside you have the elephant print paper, and here's the box label. I think it's interesting, if you look at the color description, it just says white and metallic copper. Like, they didn't acknowledge the blue at all, which is crazy. They ain't even say the gray. Like, stop acting like these is just white and gold. Like, y'all really gonna act like this shoe that got 4 or 5 colors on it is only 2 colors? What the fuck is going on? Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
I can never let the bread stop. I wear that pussy out, these bitches get on dead stock. I'm good around here, if you with me then you dead stock. Cause if they touch us then the Goonies sending headshots. 2 pairs, one to wear, one is dead stock. Them niggas say they getting money but they dead pop. Yeah, I'm about to get it, I was slacking for a minute, but that's over cause I'm back on my shit now. And it's crazy how much people end up changing. She was playing that she with it and she all on my dick now. Remember I would keep the stacks in the box.
Yeah, these these are a must. You know, it always feels great when the shoe I was already looking forward to beats my expectations. For those of y'all who didn't know, this colorway was originally a player exclusive made for Michael Jordan back in 2001 when he first started playing for the Wizards. Same year that True Blue 3s retro for the first time. He wore the True Blue 3s in games as well, and of course many other classic Jordans. But I always admired those Wizard PE 3s because out of all the shoes that he ever wore with the jersey, those match the best. And being that I have this jersey, I always wish that I had the Wizards 3s to match with it. I know I got plenty of options of Jordans to wear with this jersey, but like I said, none of those match the way the Wizards 3s do, so I'm really happy that they're releasing these. But what really exceeded my expectations was the quality on them. I know I talked about it earlier, I know I showed y'all up close already, but let's wait for it to focus. Oh man, look at that quality. I don't know what I was expecting as far as quality is concerned. To be honest, it didn't really cross my mind like that. I guess because I knew I wanted the shoe, and for the most part I was gonna cop regardless. I don't know if that was exactly the reason, but like I don't know, I just didn't really think about, you know, how is the quality gonna be on the Wizards 3s. It just wasn't really a thought yet, at least. But like I was saying, the quality on them is very nice. It's kind of like how it is on the Cardinal 3s. It's because it has the tumble leather is really nice, just the way the Cardinal 3s was. These are so nice, I almost want to sell my True Blues. All jokes aside though, they got better quality, the more OG shape and, you know, cuts on the shoe. Remember, these True Blues came out in 2016 before they started releasing 3s with the shorter elephant print and the different tongue and stuff like that. And gold low-key complements the blue more than the red does. You know, it's hard to look at these both and say that because I just feel like as a long-time sneaker collector, I'm so used to the True Blue 3s and how they look. Like, it's kind of hard for me to look at them both and say that, but like, yeah, just thinking about it, like the gold and blue versus the red and blue. I know we see red and blue together all the time, more frequently than we see blue and gold together, and that may be why I'm saying it, but as a person who loves red, red's my favorite color. For me to say that the gold goes better with it, I'd say it's probably the fact that the gold really does go better with it. It's just a more smooth color combination. So it definitely did cross my mind, like, do I even need the True Blues anymore? But I definitely do. These got it as far as quality and shape. There's really no comparison between these and the True Blues when it comes to that. But I can't just get rid of the True Blues. Like, I can't do that. They're too classic of a colorway for me to just let go like that. All my real Jordan collectors feel me on that. Like, especially if you've been doing this for a while or you know your history, like, you know that True Blues are a classic and you just can't just toss them to the side like that. And besides that, if y'all ain't know, I'm a big Allen Iverson fan. You know, some of the 76ers apparel I got matches these. I'm also a big Kawhi Leonard fan, and all the Clippers gear matches with these, so I find myself wearing these quite a bit. So yeah, these True Blues aren't going anywhere until they decide to re-release them with the OG shape and cuts and stuff. I know it's coming. I don't know when, but we will eventually get that. And until then, this 2016 pair is staying with me. So yeah, if you haven't already realized, if you own the True Blue 3s and you're wondering if you still need these or not, the answer is yes. These are crazy. Not that the True Blues aren't. True Blues is crazy too, but talking about these right now. These are crazy. But I am going to briefly compare the two just for anybody who wants to see the differences side by side. Now, I know these two pairs have a lot of similarities and can easily be mistaken for one another at first glance. But if you take a second to look at them, there's actually quite a bit of differences between the two. First thing is the overall shape. Right from here, you can see that the shape of the shoe is different. The Wizards 3s have more of a OG resembling shape. 2016 True Blues did not get that shape on them, as well as some of the cuts like the elephant print. You'll see on the Wizards 3s it's a lot thinner, and the True Blue 3s have the thicker elephant print on the toe. Another thing is the leather. Wizards 3s have that tumble leather that I've been talking about so much, and True Blue 3s do not. We all know True Blue 3s have the red right there and the red right there. They have the red on the back of the tongue. Now on these Wizards 3s, instead of having red, it's more of a copper right here. And on the Jumpman, now the back side of the tongue on these is blue. The shade of blue is also different. Let me just remove these two so we can get a good look. See how the True Blue is definitely darker than the Wizards blue, and the Jumpman on the back of the Wizards versus the Nike Air on the back of the True Blues. Now those are the main differences in my opinion. There are some others, like, I mean, it depends on how specific you want to get, but if you see up here on this elephant print, right here by the laces, there's a bunch of little holes in it. The True Blues do not have that. But like I said, these are real minor things. I mean, I could even go to the extent to say the different material on the interior, you know, but for the most part, like, I think I've covered the major differences. Once these release, I think they'll resell for around like $250 to $280-ish, depending on size. Like a lot of releases, they'll probably go down in value a little bit, maybe a few weeks or months after release. Maybe to the point where they're like $230 to $250 or something like that, and then I think they'll start to go back up. I feel like these could possibly be a good pair to hold on to. Part of me wouldn't be surprised if they kind of sat at that like $230 to $250 range for a while and then started to go up later. It most likely won't be as good of an investment as some Jordan 4s would, but just based off of the colorway, and like I was saying before, the fact that like there aren't a lot of Jordans with the blue and the gold to match the Wizards jersey. I don't know for sure, but something just tells me like I really could see this shoe being pretty expensive somewhere down the line. I'm not like 1,000% confident in that like I would be for like certain Jordan 4 releases, but I do think these have potential to be a good hold. Anyone who's trying to get a pair of these, I'm wishing you the best of luck and get them in your size for retail. If this video was helpful or informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel. Just make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.